Found out basically last week that my wife legally, religiously early September, but together for 4+ years had been cheating on me for fucking at least since November 8th. My gut knew since way longer. She wasn't my first relationship, but like many others it was the first where I really loved her from the bottom of my heart and believed in her. Currently in the process of divorce. Kind of a blessing to be honest. Caught her with proof before the wedding and moving out together. My life has only tangibly improved since then lol. Still feel like shit obviously, but I'm oddly really happy that it's over. I adored her family, but she was honestly a terrible wife. I had a feeling she was the cheaty type since forever. She never made me feel secure in the relationship, and would always gaslight me or make me feel bad, call me accusatory or untrusting. I wasn't perfect, but I know now I wasn't wrong, and wasn't an idiot. I have and had literally no reason to be needlessly insecure. It's her that made me feel that way. I feel totally vindicated. I should have, and will trust my gut. I'm sure she's coping probably by fucking the other guy and manipulating her family into hating me. But no matter my flaws or failures, I was a good person who stayed genuine, faithful and loving. Something she'll never be able to measure up to. To start with, when shit went down, I felt really depressed and awful about myself in her early December. So I snooped. I caught her in a lie about where she was and when. She still tried to play it off as though I was just talking to someone and this and that. I still knew it was BS, but I was hoping she'd come clean about the inconsistencies in her story, or at least feel guilty. I told her it was a really big deal because I'm not stupid, and that I only wanted to stay together if it meant no more privacy for her. Basically because I wanted to see where she'd break down. She'd still find ways to lie, keep her location off, sex the guy, etc. Later, after she thought I bought the whole I was just venting to someone bullshit, I confronted her, asking her to show who she was texting. I knew. She refused, on principles, and swore up and down to God and this and that. Elimfao. I am so happy I got to see that honestly, because I was completely sure after that she was completely and totally morally bankrupt. None of her charity, none of her prayers, nothing she tries will be accepted by God or make her a good person. I'll never forgive her. Even then she was so manipulative, and such an insanely good liar. She wanted a divorce then, but I pressured her into staying. For the sake of family reasons, and again, my own principles that people can change and feel guilty. I gave up invading her precious privacy. I would only ask her to swear to God about where she was, because I knew it'd bother her, because supposedly she's so God-fearing. And also because I didn't want it to end. Not because I was afraid to lose her, good riddance, but because I was afraid to be wrong. I believe firmly in my promises and my principles that people, when given the chance, are honest and try to improve and grow over time. Lord knows I grew a hell of a lot. I was not, and not perfect, and she wasn't either. But I gave her the benefit of the doubt and gave her 110% of my love anyway. So of course, I asked her to swear about where she was one day. And she asked for a divorce. I felt panicked. I wanted her to stay and things to not end before I had proof and knew I was either wrong or right. I wanted to learn the truth, regardless of what it was. So I swallowed my pride, and begged, and made her and her mom come over, and begged, and asked her, okay, why? What do you need from me? She rattled off some bullshit about spending time with her family and this and that. I knew it wasn't true, but I am more stubborn, so I said okay. She asked for a hug as she was leaving that day. I felt fucking repulsed that I gave her a hug. After that I tried to maximize doing the things she asked, so she'd have no excuse and get frustrated and mess up. I went over to her house and had a blast with her family, despite her moping the entire time. This was my happiest day, because I could feel myself being vindicated and proven right in real time. The next day, I pressured her into slipping up. She lied right to my face like I'm stupid, that she was going to the gym for a class that just wasn't happening at that time lol. I never felt so happy and simultaneously awful. I went and got my proof that she wasn't where she said, then on a total hunch, went to the park. Caught her effing the guy right there. Got her and the guy on camera. The coward didn't even get out to fight. Lol. My family is glad that I didn't hurt anyone, but I am glad that she cheated on me with a wimp I'd have broken in two. They both ran, like idiots. I thought about chasing them but honestly, wasn't in the mood to harm my car or myself. I also didn't want to harm the other guy's car either lol. She cheated on me with someone who had the same car as me. Lol. What a weirdo, I swear to God. Anyway, I wouldn't have wanted to harm that 8th gen Civic. I love Civics. Anyway, I had all the proof I needed, called her family, told them what happened, and told mine too. I thought about finding the guy via license plate, but again, it's just not worth it. If he wants a fight, he knows where to find me and get his ass kicked. So, back to right now. Going through the divorce process, trying to heal, find someone else, etc. I'm glad it's ending the way it is. Still lost a lot of money and more importantly, my entire heart, but it could have been worse. Also definitely strengthened my belief in God, because I literally found her there in a total hunch. Probably because she's stupid, but I feel disgusting. She had been gaslighting me and lying so convincingly straight to my face. And blaming me the entire time. For months, I feel fucking disgusted with myself that I kissed her hand, that I looked at her with love or longing. That I even gave her a shred of sweetness or that I doubted myself. She gave me back my cards and my jewelry, but I want back all the times I made her come. I want back all of my hugs and kisses and appreciative texts and every ounce of love, admiration, and belief I had for her. She literally did not deserve someone as sweet and wholeheartedly well-intentioned as me. I know for a fact that if I treated any girl who wasn't a complete idiot even half as good as I treated her, she'd stay head over heels for me. And never give me a reason to have a shred of doubt. I'd also be fucking jacked, not perpetually trying to cope from the relationship stress. And the worst feeling is that she doesn't regret it or feel remorseful at all. No guilt from her end, Elmo. It's par for the course at this point, so I'm not letting it bother me because she's always been this way, where she'll be in the wrong and do something awful and it's always me who ends up feeling guilty and awful for some reason and never the other way around. But I am kind of lost as to what to do. I love this girl, even despite her flaws. I took her back after countless shit. Yeah, I lost some of my physical sex appeal due to school stress and relationship stress. But I put in 110% into everything I could. Despite my flaws, it sucks that I was someone who was genuine and gave her the benefit of the doubt over and every opportunity to come clean and improve herself. It sucks that I have to heal, and she can just indulge in the rotten, repulsive shit she's been doing with that guy to cope. I was the partner to delete my rebound girls off my phone early on in the relationship for her. I picked her over 2 other girls that wanted me. I gave this awful woman everything, even though she wasn't my type, gave me the bare minimum. I gave her my whole heart because I'm a genuine person who believes in flawed people like myself getting better. And I liked the person she was. She was my best friend. I feel torn up. I hate her, but she also hates me, for whatever reason. Even till the end she has no excuse and I'm sorry. Bullshit. Not a shred of guilt or remorse. Is his dick that good? I don't get it. She would never just be straight up with me. Whatever the fuck it was that made her cheat, if she was honest with me I would have done it, because that's the person I am. And I've always led by example on that. Even writing all this out I feel mean and vindictive. Yeah, I'm glad I was right and glad to see her go. But man, 4 years, our lives were intertwined. We shared loving naps and successes and failures and orgasms and our dreams together. I was gonna get so fucking shredded for her after I graduated, lol. I bought flowers I had to toss. What a waste. I just wanna ask her WTF is wrong with her. That she'd toss everything away. Or WTF is wrong with me. I wanna move on. Find someone else who appreciates me and is a good person. But also, it sucks that I'm having a lot of blessings come my way all of a sudden and don't have in my mind at least loving, perfect wife to share it with. Sucks that I'll be on my own for months or years. My life goal was just to get married, have kids, a home gym and a motorcycle again. And spend my days writing loving cards or planning the ultimate anniversary. Birthday gifts. It sucks that it's all up in the air and so far away now. Man, life is a doo-doo but face. Thanks for reading whoever got to hear, lol. This post might seem full of hate and animosity because I hate her, but thank you for reading anyway. Trust your gut.